In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 free hotel marketing tools that are available for you to use today. And these tools are going to help increase your revenue, your bookings, your visibility, and your confidence in marketing. They're easy to use. You might know some of them, and some of them, well, they might be a surprise. So let's jump in. At the time that I was thinking about writing this article, I was recalling when I was a GM of a standalone independent hotel. There was a big part of me that was proud, and there was part of me that was kind of pessimistic. I was proud of the hotel, of our service, of the people, and how much the guests loved us, and what we had built without a brand on that front door. But there was always a little low hum of doubt in my mind. Could we compete with the big operators and the OTAs? And really, over time, I learned that that's really the wrong question. We don't need to compete with the big operators or the OTAs, but I'll save that for another day. But basically, the thinking was, I don't have a big team. I don't have a corporate marketing team, and I don't belong to a brand collection. What I had was a front desk manager who was also running guest services, revenue management, scheduling, some social media as well. And I also leaned too heavily on the OTAs at that time because outsourcing bookings, well, it felt easy. And commission payouts were invisible until they weren't at the end of the financial statements. And I know that I'm not the only one, because there's many independent hoteliers that still feel like they're in a constant game of catch up. They're guessing their way through marketing activities that increase their digital visibility. They're hustling to get more revenue on the books. They're running last minute campaigns, reacting to low occupancy, and depending on the OTAs far too much. But here's the good news. Here's what's changing. Independent hotels are gaining ground. STR reports that boutique and independent hotels did better than branded chains in RevPAR and ADR growth in 2024. And I know these aren't the only metrics that are important, but they are 2 metrics that really show in the financial metrics of what independent hotels are accomplishing in comparison to brands. And the boutique hotel market is projected to grow to by 7.4% each year until 2032. So eventually reaching 17 billion. That's with a big B worldwide. So I'm excited for independent hotels. My background is in independent hotels, so this is pretty cool news. And that's because travelers are searching for unique stays. They're even looking for family-owned hotels, which once upon a time was really something that people were not looking for. So it's coming around again. And they're also, of course, looking for local experiences, deep local experiences, not cookie cutter experiences where you don't even know which city you're in because the hotel in this city is the same as the hotel in this city. So we're looking for something different, something unique, something that really anchors into the destination. An AI-driven search, yes, you knew I was going to talk about AI. AI-driven search is leveling the playing field because it prioritizes relevance and quality content, not just big brand names. So your biggest competition is not the brands or the OTAs. Your biggest competition is the status quo. The status quo is your biggest competition. Doing what you've always done is the problem, and it's not going to get you to the next level. You're not going to be included in that statistic of growth unless you take steps as an independent hotel, because there's so many ways for independent hotels to win. So the best part is that you don't need a big marketing engine to benefit. You need to use what's already at your fingertips, of course, expanding your technology and leveraging all of the fantastic new tools that are coming out on the market is great. But if you're looking to get started now with free tools, I'm going to break them down. Of course, expert guidance helps. So you can DM me or email me or visit malfairmarketing.com at any time, and we can talk about your hotel and what it is that you're working on and how I could possibly help you you achieve your goals. So you want to know the free tools most hotels overlook. Yeah, of course you do, because we all love having a good unfair advantage. And it's why you're watching this video and trying to find out more information about what you can be doing. So here's your list of high impact, low effort tools that are 100% free and wildly underused by most hotels. And the first one is Microsoft Clarity. Microsoft Clarity allows you to see how guests are using your website through heat maps and real visitor recordings. So you can actually see how people have navigated the page, where they have dropped off, where they went to another page and either left, exited, maybe even booked. You can spot the places where visitors got stuck and dropped off, and then you can make those fixes. So that is a fantastic free tool. That's Microsoft Clarity. Now, the Google Toolkit has a lot in it, and there's a lot to unpack, but one of the most important ones is the Google Business Profile. And I have another video about how to optimize your Google profile in 15 minutes or less. And that one is a must for any property to optimize your Google Business Profile. And don't forget about Bing either. So Google free hotel listings is a big one. So this is where your booking engine feeds rates to a little link in your knowledge graph, in your Google Business profile. And then a free tool that you can use online if you're creating content is Google Trends. And you can just look this up in the search bar and add whatever it is for your destination, whatever travelers are searching for in your area. And then you can create an offer, maybe based on those interests, or content based on particular search terms. Google Page Speed Insights is the other one. This is where you check your site speed, because speed matters. If your site doesn't load fast, people are out of there and upset. Google Alerts. This I've been using for years and have found it very beneficial that anytime any of my clients are mentioned online, I get an alert. Now, there are social listening tools, and this is a little bit different. This is about if you're mentioned in articles, in news, press releases, these types of things. You get those notices directly to your inbox. No manual checking or scouring the web involved at all. Now, there is one that I'm going to mention that a lot of hotels are sleeping on, and that is YouTube. If you create reels for IG or Facebook, add those to YouTube Shorts on your YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel, it's free. Go create one right now. In fact, right after this video is over, that is one of the first things that you could do to help improve your marketing in the age of AI, because AI loves YouTube. It is more than a video platform, and I like to think of it as social, but long-lasting social, where IG, Facebook, TikTok, all of these, your feed, your posts in your feed, and so on, they're all gone so quickly. But YouTube lasts for years and has really compounding results over time. You can also integrate it with your website. There's just so many pluses on YouTube. You got to go get your videos up on YouTube. The other one is Answer the Public, answerthepublic.com. You want to improve your website content. You want to write a blog article. You want to do some content marketing. Answer the Public is a free tool that helps you find out exactly what travelers are searching for. And maybe you can just put in your destination name. Maybe it's Honolulu, Hawaii. And then you can see all of the different search terms people are looking for around Honolulu, Hawaii. You might want to be a little bit more specific. You might want to say hotels in Honolulu that are pet friendly with a spa, whatever it might be. And then you can see how often those are searched for and which search terms would give you the best reach. You can use this to shape your website copy, your blog posts, your email subject lines, and so on. And then the fifth one I'm going to mention is the Revenue Strategy Room, which is hosted by yours truly. It's 20 minutes of actionable strategy, and then we jump into 10 minutes of Q&A, so you can bring any of your questions. You can head over to malfairmarketing.com to join. Grab a ticket to the free Revenue Strategy Room. I do them every Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So with all of these free tools and the right strategy, you don't really need to spend a lot. These are foundational items. There are so many great free tools online. So you don't need to outspend the chains. You don't have to have their marketing budget, but you do need the smarts and you do need to take action. Because if you don't, then you'll just keep letting the third parties take the guest, the data, and the dollars. So you've got a choice, and now you've got the tools. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.